Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am back with another video of data science. In this video, we are going to learn about neural networks. Okay, so you can see a blurred image right in front of you, and you might have recognized it till now that it is number three, which is blurred. So, but how is this happening? How you are recognizing this image? Okay, so when you see an image, light enters the eye and is focused on the retina, where photoreceptor cells convert light into electrical signals. These signals are then transmitted through the optic nerve to various areas of the brain, primarily the visual cortex located in the optical lobe. जैसे ही आप इमेज को देखते हैं तो लाइट रेटिना में फोकस होती है और वहाँ पे जो फोटोसेप्टर सेल्स होते हैं वो इसको कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल्स पे और फिर ये इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल्स पूरे ब्रेन के अलग अलग एरियाज में ट्रांसफर कर दिए जाते हैं सो देन द न्यूरॉन्स दैट रिस्पॉन्ड टू स्पेसिफिक फीचर्स ऑफ visual stimuli such as edges, lines, shapes, and orientations. And this process is known as feature detection. Even when an image is blurred, certain features may still be discernible, allowing the brain to extract relevant information. Then comes pattern recognition. So the brain is adept at recognizing patterns even when they are incomplete or distorted. This ability is largely due to neural networks in the brain, which have been shaped by experience and learning. When you see a blurred number, your brain compares the features of the image to stored representations of number in memory. This comparison allows the brain to identify the most likely number based on the available information. And ऐसा भी होता है कि ब्रेन में मेमोरी बन जाती है नंबर की कि अगर थोड़ा सा डिस्टॉर्टेड है ऐसे थ्री की साइड से थोड़ा सा गायब करने अपन तब भी अपन रिकॉग्नाइज कर लेते हैं क्योंकि वो मेमोरी ब्रेन में फीड हो चुकी है सो दिस इज पैटर्न रिकॉग्निशन then what are neural networks? Neural networks are inspired by the structure of the human brain, consisting of interconnected nodes called neurons. They learn complex patterns from data through training and can solve challenging tasks. And these are widely used in image recognition, natural language processing, machine translation, self-driving cars. They have revolutionized many fields. Okay, now you can see the image. Here is the input layer, and there are two hidden layers and output layers. And these neurons, these nodes are connected through neurons. The input layers takes the input data, and the hidden layers performs computations and feature extraction. Then the output layer produces the final result. Now you can see about forward propagation. Uh, in input layer, each feature in the input layer is represented by a node on the network which receives the input data. Then weights and connections. The weight of each neuronal connection indicates how strong the connection is. Throughout training, these weights are changed. And the hidden layers, each hidden layer neuron passes inputs by multiplying them by bits, adding them up, and passing them through an activation function. By doing this, non-linearity is introduced, enabling the network to recognize intricate patterns. Okay, now let's see different types of neural networks. Feed-forward neural network. Feed-forward neural network is the simplest artificial neural network architecture in which data moves from input to output in a single direction. इसमें एक ही डायरेक्शन में डेटा मूव करता है from input to output and it has input layer, hidden layer and output layer. It is straightforward architecture makes it appropriate for number of applications such as regression and pattern recognition. Then comes multi-layer perceptron. MLP is a type of feed-forward neural network with three or more layers, including an input layer, one or more hidden layers, and an output layer. It uses nonlinear activation functions. Then comes convolutional neural networks. It is a specialized artificial neural network designed for image processing. It employs convolutional layers to automatically learn hierarchical features from input images, enabling effective image recognition and classification. CNNs have revolutionized computer vision and are pivotal in tasks like object detection and image analysis. Then comes recurrent neural network. An artificial neural network type intended for sequential data processing is called a recurrent neural network. It is appropriate for applications where contextual dependencies are critical, such as time series prediction and natural language processing, since it makes use of feedback loops which enable information to survive within the network. Then comes long short-term memory. It is a type of RNN that is designed to overcome the vanishing gradient problem in training RNNs. It uses memory cells and gates to selectively read, write, and erase the information. Then generative adversarial networks. These are composed of two networks, a generator and a discriminator, that compete against each other to generate new data samples. Okay, now let's look at the implementation of the neural networks. First, we import sequential from keras.models. Okay, so this is a Kera model class that allows you to build a neural network layer by layer in a linear fashion. Then we import dense from keras.layers. It represents a fully connected layer where each neuron is connected to every neuron in a previous layer. Then we import train test split for splitting the data set. Then we import NumPy. Okay, so we are generating random samples using np.random.rand. We have generated 1,000 random samples with 8 features, and this is y, which is binary target variable, and we are generating it np.random.random 0, comma 2, comma size. So it will be 0 or 1 because it is binary. Then we are splitting the data set into test and training. Test size is 0.2. Uh, then we prepare a model using model equal to sequential. Okay, so it allows to build a neural network layer by layer. And then we add input layer dense, which represents a fully connected layer where each neuron is connected to every neuron. Okay, and it has dimension 8 and activation is equal to ReLU, ReLU. So here 32 determines the number of neurons in this layer. An activation function ReLU, which is rectified linear unit, which introduces non-linearity by setting negative values to 0. And then comes the hidden layer. In this layer, neurons, number of neurons is 16 and activation function is same as ReLU. And then in the output layer, number of neurons will be 1 and activation function is sigmoid. A sigmoid activation outputs values between 0 and 1 suitable for predicting probabilities for binary classification. Then we will compile the model using optimizer equal to Adam and loss equal to binary cross entropy. It is an optimization algorithm which is Adam and it is a function. Then we will fit the model using model.fit and then we are going to calculate the test accuracy. Now let's copy this code and paste it in Jupyter notebook. Hmm. Now you can read it line by line. We have imported all the necessary requirements. Then we have generated the data set, and then we have also split the data set into test and training. Then we have built a model using sequential, generates a sequential layer by layer model. Then we are adding the layers. First one is input, second is hidden, and third one is output. First layer has 32 neurons, second has 16, and the last one has 1. And first one's layer dimension is 8. Then we have compiled the model using optimizer equal to Adam and loss equal to binary cross entropy. And then we have trained the model by supplying it with train data. Epochs is equal to 10 and best size equal to 32. And we have calculated the test accuracy. Now we have run. Now you can see the output. We are getting test accuracy equal to 0.5. I think that's it for now. Thank you and thank you for watching. मिलते हैं अगली वीडियो में टिल देन कीप लर्निंग एंड कीप एक्सप्लोरिंग